Hello everybody and welcome for a new Kerbal Space Program episode. This one is all about the money that I need. It's funny because it's cool missions. It's not like before just or suborbital missions. This one is really more complex, I guess, but it's all for money. It's not for me or other. This one is a station that I made because they asked me to make a space station. I already made one if you looked at my video before, but this one is more complex, more advanced, and with more science parts on it, so it's more efficient. I only put one Kerbal in it because Kerbals are expensive. One Kerbal it's more than every rocket that I ever made, so that's a triple problem actually. I just need to make that after I resume the whole episode. It will be that mission. This mission is for tourists over Minmus and around the moon, if I'm right. And after, the next mission will be just to land on the moon and get back. But I forgot one thing. Again, like in the first videos of Kerbal Space Program where I forgot the parachutes, now it was other thing. But so this mission is right with, I don't remember, 2 side boosters, 1 big one and 1 second stage, and the capsule. There's nothing more here. So I made an encounter with one of Bob. I was trying to make a Minimus encounter and use it as a platform to go around the moon. Like this, I take the Minimus gravitation assist. I don't know. Gravity assist. If you know, let's tell me in the comment. It was very difficult because Minimus is hard to get. So as you can see, a lot of maneuvers, maneuver nodes, complex things that happened here just to capture Minimus. I can land on it. I never landed on it. I need to make a mission to land on it later, and I will make a space station around it or on it. I don't know. I think I will make a space station on it. It's not a space station. It will be a ground station on Minimus. But I will make that for another episode because the 2 next episodes are full of things. It's nice. It's because as I advance in the game, the episodes get more interesting. If it's more interesting for me, I think it's more interesting for you. Just for one reason, to comment that, I have to watch down my full episode. It's one of the reasons why I try to make this as interesting as I can, because it needs to be interesting for me first, because if I don't like my own episode, you won't like it too. So here's a little tip. When you want to escape moon gravity, you have 2 options. One is the last point. I call that the last point. It's the point where you will be closer to Kerbin. It will reduce your velocity. And the second one, it will take the energy of the moon and gets you not around Kerbin, it will be around the solar system. It will be just escaping through Kerbin gravity. So I will use that in that mission, or no, in the last episode. I just messed up because the rocket looks familiar, but it wasn't this one. So as you can see, I messed up a little bit the design. It doesn't look like a full rocket. It's because I just clamped a booster after a second stage after a thing. I try to be as fuel efficient as I can be. It's just, and it doesn't look that great. It looks nice, but not that great. And I try to be very money efficient too, because I need to save my money, because I have a lot of money, but I need to buy new Kerbals, so it will be expensive, and I need to upgrade my science mission, science building. I don't know the name of it, so it will take me at least 1.5 million money. I don't know, but it's a lot. This thing has 3 motors, just because it was the most efficient motors for the upper atmosphere and the void. I forgot the name of it. The absence of air, the nothing. So they were the most efficient motors, so it's why I chose them, and I'm using them to circularize the orbit. I was short on fuel right with this mission. It was it just passed. It was alright, but it was a little bit short. So here's for you a little bit of accelerating, but without all the title and other. I feel like it's nicer than before. I will try to make that in my videos, but I always forgot, so it's a problem. And also, you see the little temperature gauges on the planet. It's a mission that I tried to make in an old episode, but you remember I just crashed. The episode was messing up with plane. I think it's in my best views of all time episode. So it's where I just crashed in the mountain because I don't had landing legs. But with that we unlocked enough science to just make that happen, and we have unlocked all that we can unlock. It was for thousands of science points. I guess it was I think it was for at least 2,000 or 3,000. It's huge. Like, we passed all the most important part of the science missions. After, we will just have to make some Minimus missions, some Minimus orbital station as well, maybe some dress mission I will try, and after we will have unlocked all, and we will be able to make a full mission to the Mars equivalent in this game. And when I will get this right and working, we will be able to say we finished Kerbal Space Program 1, and we will be able to pass on the second, because the second is out at the moment I'm just speaking, but it's in early access. I think when I will have completely finished the first one, it will be released entirely, because I will be very long to finish the game with all the planets. I want to make at least one tour of each planet to say I finished the game, so I need to have a lot of money, and after to use that money to make rovers on each planet. And I want to at least transmit science from surgeons, and for the last ones I want to completely make a mission to go on that and get back, or not, just leave the Kerbals in some space station. But I don't care about them. I care about them because they are expensive, but it's the most cruel game I ever played. You hire people, they won't come back, but you will not get them back because it's too complicated. You get them back only because they are expensive. Or tourist, I take care of tourists, excuse me. So here's a little mistake that I made in the mission. I was just playing with the fuel, and I will land on the dark surface of the moon. One mistake, but it's not the biggest of the mission. I will land on the dark surface because the game decided that I will land on the dark surface, so I was really messing up with all of that, and it was very hard to land. I get to land, but not to step on the planet. I will explain it later. So yes, right on the dark side, raising down our apoapsis and breaking up a little bit. The maneuvers, all. It's why I don't comment right side. In the next episode I will comment like if it was a real missions, but for that one I'm just speaking because I wanted to speak. Do I need to explain to justify myself in my own gameplay, watched by only some people and by only a little bit of subscribers? Very little bit, because I lost again the subscribers. Of course I'm winning more subscribers that I'm losing, but yes, you just check out this and you see subscribers, one less. Why just one less? I only have 33, boys. So let's get out of the moon. It was real quick, so you probably know what I forgot. It's the landing legs. Yes, I tried to land without landing legs. It doesn't matter. I don't have to justify myself. It's just like when you put cereals in your bowl and you forgot to take a spoon. But for me, it's a mistake that cost a full rocket. The tourist is happy because he just wanted to land, and for 5 seconds on the planet is landing. So it was a landing. I was messing up with the maneuver node to know where it's the most efficient brake that I can do, and it's here. So it's accelerating, but after I will brake. So some maneuver nodes to know how many fuel I will have to just spend to brake, to know if I am a real problem with that. So as you can see, there's 2 little solar panels. They are not useful at all because the mission just lasted 1 day, and for 1 day the 2 batteries and the cockpit batteries are largely enough. And when I say largely, it's really largely. But the solar panels look great, and I wanted to know where do they brake in the atmosphere. So as you can see, we are really fast in the upper atmosphere right now, and they will brake, but I wanted to know if they will really brake or not. In any cases, it's not very expensive, so I just have to sell the other parts of the rocket. One problem here, it's I made a decoupler in the middle, but it doesn't work. First time that happened. This rocket has a lot of problems, and so we will have to land with the motors, with the solar panels, with all the things behind, so it will be a fast descent, but doesn't care. It's just a tourist, and Jebediah is used to be suffering from anything in this game, and the tourist is just here to waste money, so he doesn't care what happens after. So if you're here and if you were here for all the episode or not, I thank you very much, because it helps me, it helps the YouTube algorithm to know my videos are not so bad. Actually, I don't know if they are good or not, and I have a challenge to win. I will explain it in another video, so in the next one, maybe. So you can subscribe to help me winning this challenge, and I let you enjoy the night touchdown. Thank you.